Hello and welcome in. My name is DrumRollTony. I'm a streamer on Twitch, musician and music teacher living in Seattle. Welcome in. This is a Patreon request. This one goes out to Robin. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're doing some music from Final Fantasy. I really don't have any context. I played the original, like 8-bit NES back in the day. Back when like Dragon Warrior and that and Zelda was cool. Okay, maybe I got something on an Xbox like years later, but I'm not cool like y'all. I don't have the storyline. I don't have the context. I went other directions. The RPGs that I put thousands of hours into was Neverwinter Nights. The original Neverwinter Nights, the good Neverwinter Nights. Anyway, that being said, I just, like it's all new to me, but the message that came with this request is really cool. Now, keep in mind, I don't know anything, but they're basically explaining to me that how the original Final Fantasy 14 had some issues, had a very player base was not digging it. It got shut down. But then the Final Fantasy 14 2.0 A Realm Reborn happened. And according to this message, this song is the song that played with the flip the switch off on the old server and booting up the new stuff. So that's pretty cool. Like, I haven't heard the piece of music yet, but reading that, I was like, oh my God, that's an amazing story. So I'm very excited to hear this. Let's go. This is Answers by Nobuo Uematsu. Here we go. Ooh. Nice line. That's big and dark, kind of almost evil sounding. I love it's fun to hear men's chorus all singing in unison. Well, I guess the bass section here, that does not feel like a tenor line. That feels very, very bass and predominantly brooding. Very strong in the meter of 3, and I don't know where we're going after this, but that was pretty cool.
The soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walked before, to lead those who walk after.
Cool. Well, that's a nice response to the initial opening there. We're in the same meter. We're obviously still in 3. And the melodic content over the where we're going with the progression, the chord progression, it feels very similar, but obviously with a female voice and up in a significant different register. So it feels massively different, even though the music, like structure-wise, is pretty similar. And it's nice. You just have single voice and string accompaniment. It's very light. It's a big contrast. So where do we go now?
Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose.
Feels like little mixed meter spots here.
Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe.
Oh, we'll flip the major there. Okay, that was cool. Let's not get into the big crescendo point yet. Let's go back and grab that again, because man, how about that delivery on walk free, walk free, walk free? That phrasing, it just gave a completely different feel. Some of this felt like, I'm not totally sure. It felt like we were little mixed meter moments there. We did end up in 4 for a minute. At least it felt that way. And then our chord felt like we kind of did a pickety third there. We switched over to a very major tonal point versus minor. Let's just grab this section again, though. Little arpeggios.
Shining is the land's light of justice.
Yeah. So little moments. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So this, moments of threes and twos. It's nice because we kind of weave just in and out. It's nothing complicated, but it just gives a very different kind of just rhythmic roadmap than we had for earlier. So that's nice.
Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free.
This is cool.
Walk free. Walk free.
Stayed it 3 times. Oh my God, good writing.
The lamb's alive.
So believe.
So believe.
And that switch. Oh my God, dude. Walk free, walk free, walk free. I forget the last lyric, but could we get, because now I'm thinking about this, so believe, where we change to the major chord here. That is really cool. That's a really good time, man. That is a good time. But now we know it's going to go somewhere loud. Whoa. Oh, wow. Dude, wow. I got a lot of tingles on that one. Whoa. Okay, so we got to go back, obviously. The use of the material that we've heard before, men's chorus, now mixed with women's voices as well, adding the kind of church organ sound. And then, I'll be honest with you. If it wasn't on the screen, there's no way I'd be able to pick up all the lyrics that are going on here. I'm not a lyrics guy anyway, but when it's up there and it, has major kind of impact like it does right here, I'm going to obviously read it. I'm trying to figure out where this starts again so we can go back and appreciate as we come out of believe here. And it's kind of funny because it felt kind of hopeful in the message, what's going on and how that major chord happened. But then it switches and it feels very different as soon as this comes in. So let's grab this part again and we'll stop and start a couple times. Yeah, it's the way they're using triplet. It's so slow and controlled, and you have I don't know if the little callback, the in-between vocals are completely in time with that, but they're there and present, almost like just syncopated a little bit. The way feel comes in, it doesn't really line up with suffer or promise. And but they're like, again, I'll say it again. There's no way I would even know what they were saying if it wasn't like right there for me to look at. However, sound design wise, it's pretty cool because obviously we could recognize, there's some stuff being said here that's kind of going against the grain, and the way it's not lining up like this, it's kind of more lining up like that, and kind of falling through the cracks. And to me, that's pretty cool. That might not matter to other people, but someone like me, I geek out and stuff like that. Obviously, great use of cymbals and timpani there to really create those moments of swell. Wow. So that triple. So like we're really moving with those groupings of 3, with the 2 being focused and the 3rd being the kind of dynamic movement part there. That felt a lot more melodic as we switched. We hit a different chord where we're at in the progression, and the stagnant, the drone in the church organ, the cathedral like organ, is very powerful. Huge dynamic there. So there's a lot to take in, which is funny because we're only 3:16 out of, the piece is 7 minutes and 21 seconds long. But think about how we started, how different the sound is from there to hear. Again, I have no context bias. I just have that message that I read to you for part of the DM for the request. So I'm trying to think in my mind about like what this means with the old game being closed and the new game being opened, and how that can be conveyed via sound. And that's really the only context I have. But even then, like, having context sometimes is not the greatest thing, because you just want to listen to the music if it's really music analysis. You know what I'm talking about? Well, surface level at least. Sounds great though. That chord stab with the timpani. I'll say one more thing and we'll get into the we'll go. I'll stop stopping. The other part that's really fun to play and this kind of stuff, those of you that are percussionists, you already know. Suspended cymbal, like sometimes it's not not much going on, right? You're playing with some, nice mouths and you control and you dampen your sound, and it decays away, or you stop it immediately. A piece like this though, these are really loud. They're like deafening. And suspended cymbal is such a it's like white noise, man. If you're standing next to someone that's playing it and it's like a long crescendo and you got to sustain, it is not a quiet instrument. Like, for those of you that never played percussion, you're probably like, what are you even talking about, dude? But this piece is doing a good job with those, so it's very enjoyable to listen to. All right, let's keep going. So this is obviously the same material from before, but it sounds completely different now because we have a drum set. We've got guitar work going on. There's distortion effects happening. You've got an electric bassist. But the cool part is the rhythmic frame is still the same. It's very prominent. It's still in 3, and it's wide open playing. No one's really doing too much. We got the one little fill in the electric bass player, and it sounded perfect. It was not too busy. All right, let's keep going. Switch to 4 again.
Words without sound, these lies betray our thoughts.
Man. Okay. Bum, ba, da, da, da. Did you hear that little cadence work in there? Let's go back like 15. That was pretty cool. So melodically, you have to, hats off to, the singer's belting it, man. Like, we have great melody here and it's being delivered. Like, a lot of people can sing, right? But we have to have a really great singer to take on something like this to make sure the delivery is of this caliber. Bum, 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 bum. You recognize that? We just had it in the quick version of the little cadential moments there. Now you have the huge choral output just really solidifying. Big. Judgment binds all we hold to a memory of soul. And the organs are good. Tell us why, given life, we are meant to die. Help us in our Oh wow, now the time feels like it changes there too. Nice. There's a moment that almost feels like Rhodes, like it has like little just. I'm like, wait, am I listening to like a ballad and a jazz jam, or is this still the Final Fantasy big symphonic sounding piece? Because it kind of goes between. This is super fun. Now it sounds like we go somewhere else right here. You can hear the ride patterns change up on the drums. That's 543. Let's go back to let's go back to about 10. Here we go.
Help my sinner
Back to 3. Five string bass. Let's go. Oh my God. Wow. That was a moment, man. That was an absolute moment. We took the climactic part. They took the climactic part of what was the loudest point before, the kind of arrival section, but now we had the modern version of it with drums, bass, guitar, and just ripping vocals on top there. That was very cool. The triplet thing, the 1, 2, 3 triple lit was so. The gas pedal was down, man. That was pretty intense. All right, let's finish this out. Back about 5. Here we go. Wow.
In one fleeting moment from the land of life glow. Yet in one fleeting moment for a new it doth grow. In the same fleeting moment thou must live, die, and know.
I had no clue, man. That's some stuff. It doesn't the human voice, when it's just the actual human voice, sound good, man. It's like the original. You want to talk about here's the cool part about live music and ensembles using people and not computers. When I say mixing a bunch of people, you're conducting a choir, right? Like the conductor controls everyone's audio, like your volumes, like where you're going to fit in the mix, your dynamics. Like when it's like this, we have beautiful harmonies, the lines, the way the voice leading is going, the contour is great, the shape sounds awesome. And then you have amazing vocalists all being featured there. Obviously her voice is on top, but the foundation's underneath and it's a real human mix. That's why it's so good, man. That is why it's so good. Anyway, I'll be listening to that one again. That was a great request. Thank you so much for that. Wow. So, yeah. My name is DrumRollTony. Catch me when I'm live on Twitch. Link for all the socials down in the video description below. Please and thank you. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next video. YouTube thinks you want to watch one of these 2 videos next. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Take it easy. Bye-bye.